What is up, everybody? Welcome to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. I am the French Ray King, and in the last episode, we got our star total to 90 stars, and we completed some more purple coins, and we actually have the kitchen, and the other two domes before that, the fountain and the terrace. We have those 100% complete, and now we're going to actually head over to this Hungry Luma right here and feed him 1,200 star bits to unlock this next Hungry Luma galaxy. And we are actually going to have another Hungry Luma up at the final dome, the garden. And it's going to take us a while to get to that amount because this one right here took a vast majority of our star bits. So it's going to take us a while before we can actually get to that. And I'm actually doing post-commentary right now, because for whatever reason, the audio file that's supposed to go with this video is missing. I don't know what happened to it. I remember saving it onto the computer, but for whatever reason, it's not here. So I have to do post-commentary. I don't know what happened to it. But I actually have already recorded the next episode, and I was looking at it, and I realized the Hungry Luma came over for the garden dome, and I have nowhere near the amount of star bits to give to him because he wants so much. He's gonna want, like, I think another 200 more, so it's gonna be like 1,400. But yeah, these Hungry Lumas, I swear, they just take all your star bits. But basically, this galaxy right here is basically like a race with this boo, and we have another challenge with one of these guys. I'm pretty sure it's actually the same guy. But basically what we have to do, we basically have to race him all the way to the finish. And then when we win, he gives us a star. If you lose, you die. However, this one is really easy. So you probably won't struggle on this one at all. Like, right here, right at the beginning, as you see, he's basically right there. He's right behind us, right on our tail. And right here, he actually gets in front of me, because I'm going so slow, but he goes just a little bit faster. But if you keep going, and you'll see these fans right here, and these fans speed us up quite a bit. And like right here, we have that coin with the question mark on it, and it made another fan. And so if you go through these fans, you just get way ahead of him, and because of that, he stands no chance against you. So if you use these fans, then you shouldn't have any trouble beating him because he gets so far behind. And we're actually almost at the finish right now. Like, right here is the finish, right here. So, like I said, really easy, not difficult at all. The very first time I played this galaxy, I beat it in my first try because it's very easy. So, he's going to give us a star now, and it's been, like I said, it only took me 46 seconds to beat this thing. And as long as you get there before 1:30, then you should be good, because that's when he actually gets there. That's his record, was 1:30. So as long as you make it before then, you're good. So that is that star, and like I said, it's really easy. You shouldn't have much trouble on it, but if you do, just try it again. It's, like I said, there's not much other to it than just use the fans, because when you use those fans, he stands no chance at all. Alright, so that increases our star count to 91 stars, and that galaxy is complete because it's a one-star galaxy. So now at this point, I know that I mentioned before that I was actually going to go and do the dome, the garden dome, but I ended up seeing that I actually had a purple coin star available here in the bedroom dome, which is actually to the Freeze Flame galaxy. And I was like, hey, since it's here, I'm going to go ahead and do it, because I was running low on star bits, and I didn't want to have to pay the comet guy to move the comet with, because, like, if I don't go now, this isn't going to be here, and I'll have to move it back to here to eventually get it. And so I didn't want to have to pay him because I had given so many star bits to that Hungry Luma. So I'm like, you know what, let's just go ahead and do it now. And now, unfortunately, this purple coins mission is one of the very long, time-consuming ones, because it's one that we actually have to go around pretty much the entire galaxy, the entire ice portion of it. And the ice portion of the Freezeland Galaxy isn't even my favorite. I really like the lava one. I just really like fire levels and lava themed levels in Mario games in general. These ice and snowy ones, they're alright, but it's just not as good as the lava ones in my opinion. So right here, I actually need to get the ice flower, so we can skate around on the water, because there's some purple coins that we can't actually get without using the ice flower in some way to get to them. We'll actually use the fire flower here too, but we actually need to skate across the water, as you can see that I'm doing right now, because there's some purple coins back here in this little alcove right here, this little corner area. And as you can see, I'm really struggling to turn around for whatever reason. I don't know what was going on, but for some reason I couldn't turn around. Alright, we got some purple coins up here, and we also have some purple coins in this slide, only 2 of them. And the purple coins are really spread out in this level, so that's why it's time consuming. 1, because it's around the entire ice portion of the galaxy, and 2, we have to actually move around, and plus we're skating, and this level is a pretty big level, so it's going to take us a while to get all the way through. I remember I missed these 2 purple coins right here at the front, which they're really easy to miss because you don't actually see them on the way down when you're sliding from there. So I happened to see them right there and I was able to get them. So don't forget about them, because if you walk around the whole level and you're like, man, where are the last 2 purple coins? Those are probably it. And remember that the water actually hurts you, so you don't want to get hit by that. And we actually have more purple coins right here. And we're actually going to experience a cut in the video soon, because I actually, while editing this video, I was simply actually trying to get up onto the platform, or get up onto the top right there, and I actually couldn't reach it. The cut's actually going to make it once I go past this little part right here. This part's actually really easy. I was failing on it for some reason. But this little portion right here, for whatever reason I couldn't get up there. And I'm actually going to grab these purple coins here. I forgot about grabbing these ones right here. But once I go back to that area, like, I probably took like a good, like, 20 tries trying to get up there, not even exaggerating. Like, it took me like a good 5 minutes to get up there. And I was like, you know what, since the audio isn't working, then I'm just gonna go ahead, or I don't have the audio file, I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut that portion out, and when I do post commentary, then it will be a much shorter video, because I'll have 5 minutes taken out. But it's like, I actually recorded episode 42. This is episode 41 right here. Episode 42 has already been recorded as you guys see this video go up. And because it's been so long since I've uploaded a video, I completely forgot that for episode 41 had been recorded but not actually uploaded. So I went ahead and recorded episode 42. And then once I was about to edit episode 42, I saw that I had episode 41 on here, but it wasn't completed. So I'm like, oh, well, I need to actually finish that one real quick. So that's why I'm doing this one right now. And you'll see episode 42 pretty soon. It's not going to go up the same day as this probably, but it will either go up the next day. And I did actually mention in that video, but you're going to see this one before that one, obviously. So Kingdom Hearts is still going to be going on, but Kingdom Hearts is going to be going up less than this game, just for right now until this game is over, because it's been just about a year since I started this Let's Play, and I need to hurry up and just finish it. So you're going to see a whole bunch of Mario Galaxies and a little bit less Kingdom Hearts, because I desperately need to get this game done, and it needs to be done by March, because that's when the new game that I want to Let's Play is coming out, and then if I still have this one going on, then I won't be able to Let's Play that game right away. I remember talking to Toad right here, and he absolutely gave me no help. I'm like, oh wow, thanks for your help, Toad. But yeah, that's why there's not going to be any or there is going to be Kingdom Hearts, but there's going to be less Kingdom Hearts because I really need to get this game over with, because I'm pretty sure some of you guys are like, she's still doing this game. I know, but just hang in there, and before you know it, we'll be heading on to the next Let's Play, and I will announce what that Let's Play is at the end of this one. I'm not gonna say anything more about it until then. And I will also mention it in Kingdom Hearts as well, because there are some people that watch Kingdom Hearts but don't watch this Let's Play, so I have to say it both times, because so everybody that's watching my videos will find out. And actually recently went to a Smash Bros tournament. Again, this is the third one that I went to now. I went to it on Sunday, and today's Thursday at the time that I'm actually doing this video. It'll actually go up the same day. So, the day that this video is uploaded, it will be Thursday, and then so Sunday before that, I actually went to a Smash Bros tournament. And this was the biggest tournament that I've went to yet. The very first one I went to, there was 45 people. And then the second tournament I went to, there was 26 people. This one, there was 60 people there. And I actually went to a tournament at a different video game store than the one I did before, because this particular video game store that I went to, they hold their tournaments for Smash Bros. Every 2 weeks, while the other store, sometimes they have it they only usually have Smash Bros. Once a month. And it's never, sometimes it's Smash Wii U, sometimes it's Melee, sometimes it's Smash 64. And the one I play is Smash Wii U, so they don't normally have them every single month, and they only have it once a month. So it's not consistent, actually. So I never really know when it's gonna happen. I mean, they post it up on their Facebook page and stuff like that, but it's not very frequently. So that's why I decided to go to this one, because one, it's also closer, and they do them more frequently, so I'd be able to go more often. But it's like all of the good people decide to go to this one, because there were like 3 or 4 people at this tournament that were like top 10 in the state. And I was like, why are there so many good people? And right here, that's where the cut was, actually. I'm like, why do all the good people want to come here? And so, because there was like a whole bunch of top 10 players, well, not a whole bunch, but there was like 3 or 4 players that were top 10 in the state. Of course, I didn't get anywhere, because I am not even in the top 30 in the state. So, obviously I didn't get anywhere. And there was this one guy who was really good with Shulk, and I'm not sure if any of you guys actually pay attention to actual Smash Bros tournaments or the Smash Wii U tournaments, but there's not that many Shulk players that are really good. There are some, but there's not many. This guy was unbelievable with Shulk, and I don't he claims that all he does is just play random For Glory matches and stuff, which, to improve, that's not necessarily the best way, because there's always lag online, and even if you have the perfect connection, there's still just going to be a tiny bit of lag. Not a whole bunch, but it's still enough to notice, and it still does affect how you play. So, when you go and you play an actual local match with somebody that's literally sitting right next to you, it's different. He says all he does is play online, but even if all he does is play online, he still has to have learned a lot of things about his character. He still needs to know character matchups and stuff like that in order to actually win. So yeah, he just flat out destroyed me, and ended up going to losers bracket after that, and I made it a good distance. I had a good outing during the losers bracket. Until then, I went up faced this one Pac-Man guy, and all he did was literally throw fruit. I'm like, Pac-Man has other things that you can do besides just throw fruit at me. It was so much spamming in that match from him that I literally wanted to just stop the match and be like, show him the controller and be like, alright, you see all these buttons? you can use those too, instead of just the B button, because there are other combos and things that you can do to rack up damage. Like, that's how ridiculous it was. And so he ended up winning because I couldn't do anything because he was spamming fruit and stuff. And that's where I actually ended up getting out. But the tournament started at 3:30 in the afternoon. And then by the time I got out, it was somewhere around like 7:30 to 8 o'clock. So I was in the tournament for a good amount of time, but I'm pretty sure I was nowhere near the top 10. Maybe in the top 30, because it took so long for us to get through. Because I played my first match pretty much right away as soon as the tournament started, and then it was a good 30 to 45 minutes before I played my next match against another person. And so, because of that, it took so long for you to get to play your next match against another person. And I understand that there was a lot of people, and it took a while, but it was extremely long. And I actually ended up getting disqualified at one point, because the guy who was in charge of organizing the tournament, he said he couldn't find me. So because of that, he ended up disqualifying me. Because I was like waiting for it literally like 45 minutes for my next match to come up. And then I was like, okay, who am I supposed to play against? And nobody even told me who I was supposed to play against next. And so I asked this one guy to check the bracket for me to see if who I was supposed to play against. And he checked it, and he was like, wait, you're the French Fry King, right? I'm like, yeah. And he was like, well, it says you're disqualified. And he's like, you might want to go talk to the guy, because it says you're disqualified right here. I'm like, what? And then I looked at it and said I was disqualified. So I went up to him. I'm like, what happened? Why'd you disqualify me? He was like, I couldn't find you. I was like, I was looking for you like a half hour ago, man. And I didn't see you. And he was like, and I saw that your brother wasn't here, so I assumed that you left too. Which I didn't. I was there. Like, I don't understand how he didn't see me at all, because I was literally in the room where the tournament was taking place, right next to the people who were commentating, because there was a couple matches on stream. I actually played on stream for one set on stream, but I was sitting right next to them. I'm like, how do you miss me? I was wearing this bright, like, teal-colored hoodie, and I was the only guy in the whole building with an afro and glasses. I'm like, how do you miss that? But anyway, he was able to get me back into the tournament, and I didn't give him a hard time, and didn't actually say the things that I just told you guys, because he was a really nice person, and I understood he probably was overwhelmed because there were so many people at the tournament. But I was able to get back in, and then right after that, that's when I faced the Pac-Man guy that just spammed fruit, and then I left. I don't know what I actually placed, because they haven't actually put the rankings on their Smashboards page, and they didn't tell me at the tournament. So I actually have to wait until the next tournament to find out. But we're nearing the end of the video here, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Ko-fi down in the description below, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to go check out my Smash Bros. Match from the tournament. So thank you guys so much for watching again. I've been the French Fry King. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.